What is up, everybody? My name is D'Vontay Friga. If you are new, since this is a video that I'm not used to doing, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video if it helps you. I am a senior at the University of Mount Union. I'm also the starting small forward for our basketball team, so I figured I would just give you guys some credibility to this topic before we start the video. But really quick, like I said, I'm not really used to doing videos like this, sit-down videos. I'm usually doing vlogs and other challenges, so you guys can check out those on the video if you're new. Check out those on the video. I mean, check out those on the channel if you're new. So if you're in high school, or if you're in middle school, or if you're just an interested adult, I guess if you're an adult, this wouldn't really help you. But if you're in high school or middle school and you're an athlete, you really want to play at the collegiate level, this might be interesting to you because a lot of people reach out to me and they ask me what exactly they need to say to a college coach to help them get recruited via email. There's probably only around like 8 to 12 every day that ask me what exactly they need to say to grab the attention of a college coach, and I wanted to break down what an email should look like so you can get the right attention for that coach, or to that coach, however you want to look at it. And I also talked to one of my coaches to get some tips on what the email should look like, so I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of tips directly from a college coach. To get right into it, first of all, I'm going to show you guys like kind of throughout the video what your email is going to look like. First off, make sure you have a professional email. I talked to one of my coaches and they said that they get emails from kids and their email is literally, I have it right here, all I do is hustle@yahoo.com. Like, if you don't have a professional email, make one. First and last name, if it's already taken, first, last name, and then a number, and then @gmail.com. Super simple, because your very first impression of them shouldn't be something that a third grader would have made up. So that's the number one tip I'll give you directly from him. The second tip is your grammar needs to be like, sound like you're a college student, or at least sound somewhat educated. If you're in middle school, do not reach out to coaches yet. Like, if you're in middle school, honestly, I just highly recommend you just work on what you're doing. I've made videos in the past, focus on your craft, focus on what you can actually control. Coaches aren't going to look at you now. I mean, if you're 6'10" and you're just killing it, you're already playing on the varsity team, you're in 8th grade, it might be a different situation. You might not even have to reach out to coaches. This video is kind of directed towards people that actually have to reach out to coaches right now. What I would say is just not know your worth, but be realistic in your expectations. This is what he always says, like, know what division you're good enough to play at, and it's not saying that you can't play at Division I level and you're in 8th grade and you want to play there, because you can work hard enough to do it, but just know your level. Third tip is to create a short email. These coaches receive emails every single day and they receive paragraphs and paragraphs and they do not want to read it. If you're a college coach and you get them all the time, you're not going to sit there and you're not going to read it. Fourth tip is to list your grades. Yeah, it's important to have good grades if you want to go to college. Whether you're going academically or athletically, you have to have good grades in high school. It's also really important to list this in the email because coaches are going to need your grades regardless. So for them to be able to see it, to know that you have like a 2.8 GPA or 3.4 GPA right away, to see that you're actually engaged in your academics is something that they're going to look forward to, or I guess look into. Going on top of listing things, you're going to want to list all of the contact information, not just for you and your parents, but also for your coaches, because they want to talk coach to coach directly. I don't know if this is 4 or 5. Wait, let me look. Fifth tip would be to make sure you have some sort of highlight reel together. Nothing long though. People have highlight reels that are like 17 to 25 minutes long. You need something that's a solid 3 to 5 minutes long, because coaches probably won't even sit down for 5-minute videos. Tip number 6, this is the short, sweet part where you actually want the college coach to read. This is where you want to explain to the coach like something interesting about yourself that's going to grasp their attention. And the last tip, directly from one of the coaches here, is to be realistic in your expectations. I know I already mentioned it, but you have to be real with yourself. For the men and women that are watching this, that are juniors, seniors in high school, that I wouldn't say running out of time, but are still looking to get recruited, that haven't gotten recruited a lot, you need to be realistic in your expectations, meaning if you can play at the Division II level, know that and take advantage of that, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. And vice versa, if you can play at the Division III level and you're getting college recruits to actually contact you back from the emails, understand that that's a privilege and you need to take advantage of that. What I will say though is playing at the college level is something that you should be proud of yourself of. I, at first, and I'll admit this, I wasn't very proud of myself that I was only going to play at the Division III level, but now that I'm here, I can understand that there's people that talk a lot of crap about our level that would not be able to hang with us in Just Open Gym too. So with those tips, now really quick, I'm going to take you through what exactly your email should say, but I'm going to be utilizing the tips. Okay, so we'll start with Dear Coach Kenneth Williams, comma, and then you want to return, so space the page. I'm going to literally dumb this down for you because I want you guys to get an email back and, you know, get recruited. I have this copy and pasted. So you're first going to start with, my name is D'Vontay Friga and I'm a senior at X high school, or I'm a junior at X high school. I am the starting point guard here and I wanted to take the time to share my work with you. Short, simple, straight to the point. Someone will actually read that. The next thing that you're gonna send, I'm gonna copy and paste it again, and I will copy and paste everything below. That way you guys can copy and paste it too. But obviously don't forget to change your name. Below, I have attached a list of my grades from the last year, comma, along with my coach's contact info, comma, my contact information, and my parents' contact information. Don't put info. I know I said that, but you're gonna wanna make sure you spell everything out, make it seem like you have proper grammar. The next thing you're gonna wanna do, since I just mentioned that you're gonna have your grades up there, is you're gonna wanna make sure you have your transcript or a screenshot or a picture of your grades. Don't be one of those people that just say, yeah, I got an A, a B, 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 and an A and a C. That's because it won't work. They're not gonna believe you. They're not gonna trust you. They don't know who you are. So you're gonna attach a picture and put the list of your grades. And underneath of that, put your contact info, put your coach's contact information, and then also put your parents' contact information. And then right after that, we talked about telling something that is interesting in yourself. So I'm not gonna actually put this copy and pasted part because we're all different. So I would say something along the lines of like maybe possibly telling them a story about how I overcame not making the 7th grade team and then eventually starting varsity junior year for being the leading scorer, leading assist. I was first team all conference. So I would include those things that would kind of catch their attention and be interesting. And then I would also talk about how I'd own a business with my friend and we do so and so, and something to make it seem like I'm an actual real person. I also have a note here that says, don't just say I'm a hard worker, because that's not going to work out, because a lot of people will just write I'm a hard worker, but it actually doesn't mean anything anymore because it's such a cliche. If you don't know what a cliche is, I'll put up the definition here. Just don't put something that's going to make you sound like the next person. Try and stick out. And yeah, that's basically it. That's a short, sweet, simple email that's going to get the job done for you to hopefully get you some answers back from colleges. Now, this is not a guarantee that you will get an email back from a college coach. This is just what a proper email should look like to a college coach to potentially help you get emails back. This is coming directly from notes of a college coach and from what I did to help myself get recruited at the Division III level. So that's the email. Everything is below, so you can copy and paste it into your own email. Don't forget to change the names and obviously the contact info and the emails and everything like that. Make sure you get a small highlight tape together so they can see your playing style, and then think of something interesting. I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate you for watching this. I hope it helps you. Make sure to check out some of the past vlogs. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like the video if you're new here, subscribe, and then also leave some video ideas down below. I would appreciate it. And also stay motivated, stay positive, take it easy.